By the way, his first 2 this afternoon. Lathon's 3 is good.
And we're shooting better than 50%.
Well, this shot like
60%. Key is here and has been
dazzling with 14 points to lead the Clippers. And speaking of
low, kick it into the middle of the key to Smith.
Can't find the handle.
Flowers has got a break. And
their purse.
Flowers lays it off. Easy bucket.
ahead to Flowers. Flowers lobs it up. The alley-oop.
As he was in on the drive. Flowers bouncing it to Key, and Braxton.
Here's Flowers. Gets inside the paint. Back out to Carton for 3.
To a rolling James. It's poked away by Jones. Here comes Flowers again.
forcing the issue.
Into Dennis. Ray J. Dennis.
In Houston. Flowers over the top to Harkless. Lets his defender go by. Puts it off the wing.
Flowers in the corner. Dennis catch and shoot. 3 is good.
If they wanted to, easy. Not taking too much time kind of now. Well, maybe not.
Oh! Trentyn Flowers! Give him his flowers for that one. Up to 15. Trentyn Flowers. Wow. That was filthy.
Yeah, that's the rule. We'll remind you throughout the year.
Harkless
Lob for Flowers. Oh, throw it down, big fella. The rebound starts the break the other way on a 3-on-2. Leaves it here for Flowers. Other plays in the NBA with the Los Angeles Lakers. Lathan to Flowers. Flowers!
Turn it right back over after forcing one on the other end, and that is playing into the...
Tajay Moore lets it fly from deep. Off the heel, picked up by Flowers. Flowers sidesteps Moore and rattle Key.
Here are the Clippers with the lob and coming down with that.
Key flying in, lobbing it up for Flowers.
And saving the basketball, getting up the floor, and finishing on the alley-oop in transition.
By Williams out on the perimeter. Flowers driving in, and he'll take
The strip. And the save. And so the Clippers need a deuce to tie it. Flowers rushes down the court and slams it home for the win.
Daniels putting some pressure on Flowers. Oh, the throwdown.
Attaway's got a 2-on-1. Flowers going up.
Round if they can't rally. Here's Flowers, and he throws it down.
Line handing it off to Sane. Trying to go quickly back to him. Intercepted by Braxton Key. Ahead for Flowers for the flush.
Down and make the safe landing. Mangus over to Noel. House is going to take it away.
Here's Jalen
House. Oh, and he feeds Flowers.
For Smith, corner 3 on the way, no good. Flowers the rebound off the miss by Klintman. Flowers doesn't have numbers, does not matter. Wow, takes it all the way.
3 by Fudge, he's been off. Dennis lobs it up for Flowers. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Jones with the basketball. The pass to Rodriguez broken up by San Diego, who has a 3-on-2. Flowers all the way.
Holy moly. That was fantastic. And Flowers on the other end.
You could hear the crowd. Ooh. And how
high a week ago at Stockton. And Flowers. They're going to get another steal, which they do really well. Flowers and the dunk.
Defensive win. Yeah, defensive win for the Clippers. Flowers.
Dropped the last great finish. Flowers through the contact. They're going to want to start.
Gets a return pass, 12 in the shot clock, still plenty of time for San Diego. Flowers on the crossover, takes it in, off the glass, and one.
Cop shot underneath, partially blocked. Here come the Clippers. And the layup by Flowers.
Here's Carton on the penetration, kick to Flowers. Good closeout by Ukamadu. Flowers going to take him into the paint, put up the shot, and one.
Kind of changed a little bit.
Well, now both of them are finding ways to score together.
Post. Uwoma pulled the chair on him. That was a pretty sweet defensive
Post
move.
was dizzy.
and one.
I think he did. Flowers goes inside, fadeaway good, and a foul. Got a timeout with 6:47 to go here before the end of the third quarter. And it's 73-63 in favor of...
3-point game. Victor's a little spicy in this one.
Yesterday, so I think he's on a mission.
I agree. Blue back up 10. There's a drive, and Flowers gets the lay-in and a foul.
A no good. Gets the ball back, drives, and hits, and the foul.
Has 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal for Santa Cruz. All those who have played, that is.
All right, here we are back to playing.
Also in the final 2 minutes, of course, you're going to have to shoot both on the foul line.
Here's Flowers, went undrafted, second year of professional basketball, and count it.
Flowers up top, thinks about it, hesitation, goes against Thomas in the right side.
Trentyn Flowers, little crossover over. Opportunity to tie. They've had 3 or 4 opportunities to tie. None better than that one. Flowers for the tie. And
political, but you know, we've got to fight the federal workforce and our veterans.
Within 2 points late in that game, but just couldn't get over out of that hole as Flowers drives the baseline and scores.
Second made 3 for Bouye. 8th of the game for the Herd.
Flower lead for the Vipers. Here's Flowers, little crossover on Roddy, goes to work. Oh, what a reverse.
Flowers peeling out, has to throw on the bridge. Backing in on Gordon. Flowers, crafty move around the rim. Dennis probes around the perimeter. Now Flowers attacking and hanging in the air. Trentyn Flowers, tough.
6 for the 20-year-old. Little shot fake on the 3, drives in on McVeigh off the window. And he did 5 points in the third quarter after going scoreless in the first. His first action in the fourth quarter, he dropped. And Attaway's got to jack it up and almost banked it in. Flowers, the offensive rebound. He goes up over Dante. 80%. Gets good close range shots. Flowers drives in. Flowers rebounds his own miss and scores the bucket.
Just made his NBA debut about a month ago against Minnesota at the Intuit Dome, and he's got his...
Flowers, the pump fake. Gets it together.
Well, he runs with his hair on fire, basically, literally.
Post game. All right, sounds good. It's radio only. Double pumps, lays it up and in. They got it.
Wanting a foul, did not get it on that last possession.
No, but look how far out Taylor Funk has pushed Daniel.
Take Flowers. Tough take. Flowers over.
Call him. This is a two-way. Flowers, who's been so solid all year long, and he gets inside and floats it up.
Trentyn Flowers going up to the rim.
102-101, Clippers with a lead. Here's Flowers on the outlet from Harkless and gets it to bounce up.
Hey, Trentyn!
It's been quiet.
Luckily they packed him for this road trip. Keep going, young man.
However much carry on he wanted to take with him, he could take.
That's tough. He's been getting a little bit more active, having a little bit more.
Blake Hinson out of Pitt, undrafted. Spin move, Flowers, that's pretty. And on the drive, there's Flowers. And
Crossover takes it into the key, loses the basketball. Long pass to Flowers. Flowers goes up, reverse layup.
Trentyn Flowers, left side of the lane, tough shot.
Patrick Baldwin Jr. will inbound it. Bounce past Carton, right to the free throw line. And
4 out of 6. They've at least taken away his assist. Flowers,
the team for 19. Are they ever going to miss? Flowers, little jab step, drives. Flowers over points.
These two will face off again. Flowers trying to get his revenge. Will do it.
He did get him a little bit, but wasn't that egregious. Flowers in the mid-range.
Flowers tries to step back with
Flowers working on Diakite. Solid D for Mamadi so far. A tough fadeaway is good.
Been doing this for years, and I still can't quite get the feel for that one free throw for 2 or 3.
Last couple of years, he was the finals MVP in the G League.
Henry, one of the more consistent. Flowers with a hand in the face from
both ends.
Here's Flowers. Here's Daniel to Flowers. Flowers straight away three. Rose. Daniel gets a screen by PBJ. He rolls off of it. Back to Flowers. Flowers pulls the trigger on a three.
33 off the bench Sunday, made 9 of 14 threes. Here's Flowers. Timmy was closing.
He's got 10 now in the last 7+ quarters here in San Diego. End. Here comes Jalen House. No look bounce pass out to Flowers. Waits for it. Sets up the three. And
King decimated by the call-ups as the first.
Daniel Flowers will fire and they'll connect.
66-63. Stockton Kings with a lead. Flowers to tie it up.
Thielen. Masalski on the block. Working against Shackelford. Kick out. A corner three for Flowers is pure.
here's Christie with a drive. Kick to the corner. House was open for the three, but drives. Kick out. Flowers. And Flowers gets it.
Second chance points. They only have 14, though, which is kind of surprising. Flowers. Arkless over to Braxton Key. Kick to Flowers. Three on the way is good.
And to Ray J. Dennis. Quickly, Trentyn Flowers. Yes.
Away to Flowers. Flowers over Koloko. And a three.
Carton starts off the possession. Flowers in the corner. He's going to put up a three and good.
Key downhill drive. They leave Flowers open for three, and he makes him pay.
Flowers, a heat check. Why not?
We want to talk to you about eventually as well, but Duop in particular has been playing pretty good basketball.
Final shot, third quarter. Attaway will look to drive. Defense by Oso, the kick out. Flowers got it.
I know the chip is sitting, and he was pumped on that make. Nice. Yeah.
Goes back to San Diego. Flowers 1 point shy.
Comes San Diego. Shakur Daniel, Trentyn Flowers, who launches for three.
He played at a couple different prep schools.
Yeah.
He was committed to Louisville. As Flowers puts it up, knocks it down.
With Daniel in now behind him. Patrick Baldwin getting into it there with Greg.
Yeah, Reese, he can do it all on the floor. Very capable.
Flowers catch and shoot three.
Back up to a 13-point advantage. Flowers wide open for the
did make 10 threes. Did not update the score sheet. You got to manually update about every 7 minutes. I keep forgetting. Trentyn Flowers. Justin Lewis, rather, in the Stars. Here's Flowers wants another three in the laser beam three. In double figures here tonight, and it took a while. Flowers.
And here he calls. Right at Flowers and pins it off the window.
Seconds on the shot clock, guarded by Bouye and Flowers.
Javen hit a three. Flowers able to knock one down. It's a 2 to beat the buzzer.
Definitely a 2, and